Hello and welcome. So far, we've built our data model, defined relations, synced the database, and verified data. Now it's time to move one level up, to the user interface. In this video, we'll work with forms. Forms are how users actually interact with the system. They allow users to view data, create records, and provide input, but they should never contain heavy business logic. Forms should guide users, not think for them. We'll create two forms. One form to view and create employees. And another form to view leave requests and raise a new leave request using a dialog. Let's start with the employee form. This form is used to view existing employees and create new ones. Basically, this is where employees officially enter the system. And yes, once they are here, HR knows they exist. To create a new form, right-click on the project, click on Add, then under User Interface, select Forms. Give the form a name. I'll name it LM Employees, and click on Add. And just like that, the form is created. Now the very first thing we should do is select a form pattern. So right-click on the Design node and select a suitable pattern. Since this is a simple form, I'll select Simple List for now. There are many other patterns available, and I'll cover all of them in a separate series. For now, simple is good. Simple is peaceful. Once you apply the pattern, you'll notice something interesting. In the lower section, under Pattern, you'll see some items highlighted in red. Red basically means, you chose this pattern, now please complete your homework. These are mandatory controls required for the selected pattern. So let's add them. First, we need an action pane. Right-click on the Design node, select New, and add Action Pane. Next, we need a group. So again, right-click on Design, add a group. Now right-click on that group, apply the pattern Custom and Quick Filters. As soon as we apply this pattern, the system politely reminds us that we are missing something. It asks us to add a quick filter. Quick filter is simply a fast way to filter data in the grid. So right-click on the group and add a quick filter. Next, we need a grid. So right-click on Design again and add a grid. Now, if we select the Design node and check the Pattern section, you'll notice there are no more red indicators. Which means the pattern is now satisfied. The system is happy. And when the system is happy, development is peaceful. Now let's quickly understand some important form properties. Under Appearance, we have properties like Allow User Setup, Caption, Dialog Size, Hide if Empty, Show New Button, Show Delete Button, Use Caption from Menu Item, and Window Type. These control how the form looks and behaves visually. Under Behavior, we have Default Action, New Record Action, and View Edit Mode. These control how users interact with the form. Under Data, we have properties like Allow Cross-Company Change, Data Source, Title Data Source, Workflow Enabled, and Workflow Type. These control how data flows into the form. For now, we'll keep most of these at default values. Now let's add a data source. A form without a data source is just a beautiful empty shell. So right-click on Data Sources, and add a new data source. Select the LM Employees table. This connects the form to the employee data. Now let's look at data source properties. Under Behavior, we have Allow Create, Allow Delete, Allow Edit, Auto Query, Auto Search, Insert at End, and Maximum Access Right. These decide what users can do with the data. Under Data, we have properties like Index, Join Source, Link Type, Maximum Records to Load, Start Position, and Table. Now select the grid, and set its data source to the data source we just created. Next, from the data source, expand field groups. Drag the Overview field group into the grid. And just like that, fields appear automatically. This is why field groups are so powerful. Now the form is basically ready. You can always preview the form in the bottom section and see how it looks. No code written. No logic added. But we already have a working employee form. Clean, simple, and pattern compliant. Now let's move to the leave request forms. Here, we'll create two forms. One form is used to view all leave requests. And the second one is used to raise a new leave request. Think of it like this. One form is for visibility. The other form is for action. Let's start with the main leave request list form. This form shows all leave requests in the system. Managers, HR, or even curious people can open it and see what's going on. We create a new form, add the leave request table as the data source, and add a grid to display the records. This part should already feel familiar. Now instead of allowing users to directly type leave requests into the grid, we'll do something cleaner. We add a button called New Leave Request. And when this button is clicked, it opens a dialog form. This dialog form is used only for raising a new leave request. Why a dialog? Because raising a leave request needs focused input. Employee ID. Leave type. From date. To date. Reason. A dialog keeps the user focused and avoids accidental edits. Now let's create the dialog form. This is a simple form with a dialog pattern. We add the required controls for employee, dates, leave type, and reason. The pattern setup is exactly the same concept as the employee form. The only difference is the pattern itself. Since this process is very similar, I'll fast forward this part. And if you want to see it in detail, feel free to slow down the video and follow along. I promise, nothing magical happens here. Once the user fills in the dialog and clicks OK, the leave request is created and appears in the main leave request form. Clean flow. Controlled input. Less chance of mistakes. And much happier users. So now we have two forms working together. One form to view all leave requests, and one dialog form to raise a new leave request properly. Simple, structured, and easy to maintain. Exactly how UI should be. And no, we still haven't written business logic. That's coming next. Because forms should ask questions, not answer them. Now, to integrate the new leave request dialog with the all leave requests form, we need one more important piece. Menu items. Menu items are what connect forms and actions together. They act as the bridge between UI elements. So the button on the all leave requests form will not directly open the dialog. Instead, it will call a menu item, and that menu item will open the dialog form. This keeps things clean, reusable, and consistent with how the system is designed. Right now, we won't configure that connection, because menu items are an important topic on their own, and they deserve a separate video. So for now, just remember this. Forms don't talk to each other directly. They communicate through menu items. That separation is intentional, and it's one of the reasons the system stays structured and scalable. In the next video, we'll cover menu items. We'll see how forms and dialogs are wired together, and how users actually access them from the application. Thanks for watching. And remember, good UI is not about more buttons, it's about the right connections.